So today guys, I'm going to be giving you a rundown of Crota's End, the 390 raid, and this will not include challenges. That will probably come in a separate video if people ask for it, but this video is going to be the first of 4 where I go through all of the raids in the Rite of Orion, Destiny, and yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it, and yeah. So basically this is going to be the raid for me, the whole raid, the entire raid, start to finish. I'm going to be explaining every part to you. So this first part is called the Abyss, or like the Thrall Room, or whatever you want to call it, okay? So all you need to do is do what we're doing here, is follow these white lamps, and you have this kind of debuff called Weight of Darkness, and you want to keep that as low as possible, and that's what these lamps do. Standing by these lamps decrease your weight of darkness, and therefore when you have a higher weight of darkness you can't jump or move, and yeah, well, it kind of explains itself right there. It's the weight of darkness. So you're just going to follow these lamps, and it's pretty straightforward. Avoid the thrall. You preferably want to be using a Fatebringer, Dark Drinker, and then secondary doesn't matter, but when I recorded this clip I didn't actually have the Dark Drinker. I do now, but I didn't when I recorded this clip, so I'm using the Razor Archer. I think any shield is actually quite good because it basically gets rid of the weight of darkness, but you still have it. So if you had times 10 weight of darkness, you could just keep swinging your sword for some reason, and it just is quicker than walking, so you can see me doing that. Definitely a good thing to do. Yeah, at some of the lamps there will be, like this one, there's a knight, and, well, we took it out. You don't really have to, you can just run straight past all the enemies, but when you've got a 45 team, it's fun to kill them. Gives you something else to do, rather than running from lamp to lamp. Yeah, so just follow the path seen in this video. If you get stuck, it's quite straightforward. You just follow the white lights. You're like a moth, basically. But yeah. You also, for this raid, will need communications, so if you don't have a mic, try and find some other way of communicating, like FaceTiming someone, or reach out on Skype, or even use the Xbox app as a headset, because I broke my mic, and that's actually what I use to talk, is through the Xbox app, and I have Apple earphones, and it just, yeah, I have the earphones underneath my actual headset, so I have game sound and I can talk to people, so that's great. This is an alternative. Yeah, just keep following the lamps, and then there's one last one that we usually just skip and go straight to this one, and what you'll see is a plate. So one person will like briefly step on that plate and then step off. It doesn't matter if you stay on it or not, but what that's going to do is it's going to form a bridge, which is where we need to go next. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand on top of this rock, or one of the other rocks at the back. If you're standing on a rock, you're fine. And don't kill Thrall, because if you kill them, then knights and wizards will spawn, making your life obviously harder. All you have to do at this point is just kill this ogre, and then you just wait for the bridge to form, and then that's the first part of the raid complete. So yep, you can see us, we've killed the ogre, and now we just don't have to worry. We can just stand here, do whatever, dance. Doesn't really matter now. We just wait till the end, until it's finished. So your weight of darkness will be on 10, but as long as you're on this rock, none of the thralls can touch you. So you're all good. You're all good. Yeah, you can sit at that back rock, but it's harder to get onto. Most people just sit on this one. Yeah, if you wanted to, you could kill the thrall, but it just makes your life harder. So I recommend not doing that. The bridge is almost formed, and then when the bridge forms, it will say the path forward is clear, and then the bridge will form, you'll have no more weight of darkness, and then you can just run. and this part is the easiest part. You just run straight towards the white light and then you're into the second part of the raid. So yeah, just ignore the thrall and just run straight past them. And if one person gets to the end, then it teleports you all to the next spot. Right, okay. So the next part of the raid is called the bridge. And this is where you have to form a bridge, basically. Okay, so for this part you have 2 people left, 2 people middle, and 2 people right. So what you're going to need to do is get across there. So yep, 2 people left, 2 people right, and 2 people middle. So a sword bearer is going to come out from the top, and what you're going to do is one of the people from middle is going to take it, then they're going to kill the sword bearer, then they're going to run across the bridge and kill the gatekeeper. And then the second person from either left or right is going to do it, and then the last person is going to do it. So you still have 3 people. You have 3 people eventually over there, and you'll have 3 people over here. And when you get 3 people over there, once they've killed their gatekeepers and everything, then everyone on this side will then step off. And once we've stepped off here, we will get another 2 people across. They will kill their gatekeepers, and then the last person will be able to come across because their sword will spawn, and then we just kill a bunch of knights and stuff and gatekeepers, and then that's the end of this part. Okay, so that might sound quite confusing, but well, I'm going to show you what to do anyway. But so we've got 1 person across at the moment. They just run across, kill the gatekeeper, and then you'll hear that noise, so you know they've killed it. And then the second person will go across when the next sword bearer spawns, so they will go from left or right. And it doesn't really matter, you don't have to have 2 people left, 2 people right, and 2 people middle. You could just have 3 people off the plates and just 3 people on, but you cannot step off the plates because it will trigger this thing called Annihilator tokens, and then it will basically cause your whole fire team to wipe, which is not very good. So yeah, you can just solo these sides, it's quite easy. You just shoot a bunch of thrall and acolytes, and then the sword bearer will come out, and then another person will go across. There is another way to do this bridge, but it's a lot harder, and you're not meant to do it that way, but there's a way you can sword fly across the bridge. But yeah. Alright. Gee, it's actually really hot right now. So yeah, just keep killing ads, and that's basically it for now. I'll carry on explaining when there's more to explain. So, we've got 2 people over at the moment. They've killed their gatekeeper, which is all good. Oh no, we've got 3 over. Have we? I think we've got 3 over. Yeah, once we get 3 over, we can step off, and then we won't have to worry. And then what will happen is once there's 3 people over, they will do what we've been doing, and they will step on the plates their side. So 1 person middle and 1 person left and right side. So what we've been doing for them to help them get across is what they're going to do to us. So they're going to hold the bridge open, and we can just stand off the plates and do nothing, and then wait for the sword bearers to come across. When I go across the bridge, you can actually see what happens when you grab the sword, and it's the same every time. So the sword bearer, he will either go left or right, or middle, and depending on where he wants to go, he doesn't really like to make up his mind. But you just pick up the sword, and literally all you do is run across the bridge. It doesn't really matter as long as you're across the bridge. So you just run across the bridge, you can see they're standing on the plates, keeping the bridge open. A gatekeeper will spawn at the front from either the left or right door. And then all you do is slam down on him and kill him. And then if you have a little bit of extra time on your sword, if there's any ads, then just kill them. But now we've got 4 people across. We're going to still build the bridge for them until we get another 1 person across and they come and kill their gatekeeper. Okay, so now I am the 4th person across. So what I'm going to do is I don't have to step on plates because these guys have already got it. What I have to do is I can just help kill ads. So that's what I'm doing right here. There's not really any ads at the moment. They don't really spawn too often, but when they do spawn, don't take them out. Quite straightforward. There's a knight. So yeah, there's the fifth person come across with the sword. Right, okay, so now that fifth person has killed their gatekeeper, 5 swords will spawn, or is it, no, 6 swords, sorry, will spawn in the middle, and then everyone will grab the sword. These ones don't have timers, they only run out at the end of this part of the raid. So you just kill a bunch of stuff, like you see something, you just kill it. So knights will come out the doors, there'll be ads on left and right, and just kill them. Damn, it's actually so hot in here. So yeah, we're just killing the ads. We're on right side. There's ads coming out from middle, left and right doors. So you just kill them, just get rid of all of them. And then 5 gatekeepers will come out in the middle, and then you just kill them, and then that is this part done, and then the swords will eventually run out. So now we've completed the bridge, and we're on to the next stage of the raid. So this raid is split up into 4 sections. You've got the abyss, or the thrall room, then you've got the bridge, then you've got death singers, and then you've got encroachment. So in this part there are 2 shriekers and a bunch of thrall. You kill the shriekers to open these barrier doors, which you see us doing right here, and then what you do is you've got to run as quickly as you can to this door that's closing here. And it doesn't matter if you don't get in, but if you want a chest, then yeah, you might want to get in. So then as long as one person gets in, they can grab the chest, and then if you wait a little bit, the door will open for all of you. And then you can just go in and grab your loot. I've already done the raid in this, so I won't get any rewards for the whole raid, but obviously you will when you're doing it. I'm only doing this just to help people out. Alright, okay, so now we're on Death Singers. This part is quite straightforward. So we'll have 3 people left and 3 people right. And it's the same on left and right, but what we want to do is kill these 2 knights in the middle here, get them out of the way, and seeing as it's not challenge, you don't have to kill all of the ads. That's what Death Singer challenge is, you have to kill all of the ads in a time limit. You have like a 2-minute 30 time limit to do this part. So what you want to do is kill the ads on left and right. You have to get rid of them. We don't want them here. You kill all of them. Well, not quite all of them, but all the ones up the top. And then you'll get these acolytes to spawn. You kill them, make sure they're dead, and then a wizard will come out of the door. You kill that, and then a shrieker will spawn. You kill that. And then, in this case, most of the people on the right side ended up dying. So what we had to do was go and do the same thing, but for their side for them. And this ends up being quite clutch, because we have like a 2:30 timer. And yeah, so we got to kill the ads here, like we did on the other side. Run in the door, and then there will be the wizard that comes out. There it is. And there'll be ads that come out behind that door. Kill them, the wizard will come out, which for some reason for us, the wizard wouldn't come out the gate. I was trying to snipe it, and for some reason it was inside the gate, so he wasn't coming out, he didn't want us to kill him. So yeah, that's bad. And that cost us quite a bit of time, because you can't get in without the shrieker dead. And the door only opens when both shriekers are dead. So the wizard went down, And what this debuff on our side means is that if we don't kill the Death Singer in the time limit, which is 30 seconds when it starts counting down, then it will cause your whole team to 1. And we literally do this with 3 seconds to spare. So clutch, honestly. Oh, okay, so now you've made it to the end of the raid. We are now on to Crota, which is the boss for this raid. And one person will sword bear, which in this case is me. And the other 5 people, this is where you need communication, especially if you're the sword bearer. So 5 people will stand outside by the door, and then the other people will, basically, all of them 5 people, preferably with Galahorns or Hungry Crotas, they will stand just outside the door that we exit from, and that was a nice slam, by the way. So yeah, they're gonna stand outside this door, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. But basically, to start this, all you have to do is everyone stands on the middle plate, and then the barriers will come up and it will say presence of Crota. And what that means is you will not regenerate your health. So yeah, don't get damaged. So you wait for everyone to kill their ads on left and right, and you will turn to your left and everyone will be standing by the door. You get the rocket launcher with that. And then Sword Bearer comes down here, grabs this thing called the Chalice of Light, and that basically gets rid of the presence of Crota and allows you to basically regen health. So what you're going to do is you're going to have one Defender Titan that comes up with you with a bubble, and then the Sword Bearer is going to say down him. Everyone shoots their rockets at Crota, and he's going to go down. And then you slam him, go back to the weapons bubble, and then an Oversoul is going to spawn. Alright, so you down him again, and then the Sword Bearer will keep damaging him. You will have a Celestial Nighthawk Hunter. As soon as Crota stands back up after that second time, you Celestial Hunter will shoot the Oversoul, because then you get 2 in 1. Alright, okay. So at this part, we'll come indoors, because after you've downed him twice, the sword's obviously going to disappear. And that wasn't too bad damage. I know I can do better, but, you know, not too shabby. I've seen worse. So what you will do is he will come round to the left or right side, and basically people will be able to take the chalice and regen their health, and then the Sword Bearer will communicate with everyone, and after they have all got their health back, the Sword Bearer will take it back from them, and because they are the one Sword Bearer. Okay, so now you just stand in here, you can taunt Crota, do whatever you want, and you just gotta wait for him to move back, or crotating, as a lot of people like to call it. So you gotta wait for him to crotate. Once he crotates, then everyone will go back to where they were before, get their rocket launchers out. This is a good time to synth as well if you need to. So you'll go outside, everyone will go back to where they were standing before, just outside the door. And another thing I forgot to mention is one person will be designated to taking out the Boomerites up in the tower, and you only want to kill 1, because if you kill 2, then 3 will spawn. Okay, so in this case our bubble actually died, so I didn't have weapons bubble, so I had less damage. So I played it a little bit safe and just went around the corner, which is what I would advise you doing if you don't have a weapons bubble, but you should have a weapons bubble most of the time. And then he's dead. Raid complete. Easy mode. Easy mode. And this was not cut as well, by the way, we just first shot the whole raid. So everyone get their rewards, and then you can just go to audit. Happy days, you've completed Crota's End 390. Okay, so for challenge on Crota, different people have to take the sword and that's it. But I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to be making more on like vlog and things like that, so stay tuned for that and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching.